Oh, hello. We are having
I just realised I got Old Wilfin up. Damn it.
Yeah, you got old Vilfin in the background. And there's a gap where Cam used to be on the bottom map. But
Oh well.
hello, everyone.
He's a better stupid bard.
We're having a bit of techie difficulty with Foundry, but if need be, we'll move stuff around. So I will start the synopsis. Whoops, you guys can see my synopsis. Wow.
Oh no, we can see it.
Friday.
See what?
Nothing.
I saw your thing.
I do this all off of my top of my head. Okay. So we started our episode last week at the settlers camp. Nat asks about the symbols on the zombies that were at the inn and gets more information on another god. He gets some advice from a fellow paladin who is traveling with her friend, a rock gnome from Nomengard. Xenora does a ritual for herself and sits in contemplation as flashes from her life before come back to haunt her. She and her brother have a moment to talk and try to come to terms with their pasts. Vilfin becomes very ill from something he must have shared with a bard earlier. He isn't sure. Radalac relays that what happened to their former friend Sebastian to his father, and Ema grazes, mentioning the wonders of veganism and how lovely Harbin Wester is. In the morning, Ema goes to seek some knowledge at the Temple of Lathander, learning how to make holy water. They find the rogue's family and pay respects over their graves. They go to the council meeting, which is held at the fishery, the only building standing next to the shrine. Griselda Copperat, the head dwarven councilwoman, asks them for help about the goings-on with the zombie attack at the inn. They give you some choices on the tasks, helping rebuild homes, looking into the tower, when a woman comes in asking for help finding her friend, who went on patrol 2 days ago and hasn't returned with his patrol of 3 others. Has Yoram, the sergeant here, gives you a map of the patrol, and the party chooses to look for Private Vesper Jessup and the 3 men with him. Traveling along the marsh road, hey JJ, you see footprints and a crashed wagon of supplies looted. And trying to track through the swamp, it gets a bit tough, and you stumble upon some merchants dressed, they're dressed as merchants, screaming and trying to net a large beast with many heads as it tosses one of them to the side. This is a huge reptilian horror with a crocodilian body and multiple heads on long serpentine necks. This is where we left off, and we are going to roll for initiative. If you guys can get in, you can get in. If you can't, just move ya. So I'll roll my Hydra's initiative. What did... I saw a 6. So, Vilfin, you got a 6, yeah?
Yes.
Radalac got a 16.
I swear I should switch to physical dice.
I think you can... Hey, if you want to switch to physical dice, tell me what you get. Ema, what'd you get again?
I'll stick with that roll. I might just grab my dice.
7. Xenora?
6.
6 as well. Net?
11.
11. Okay, guys, maybe that's just initiatives. You're fine. You're going to be great. Gonna get the Sirenscape. As this large beast sees you and you heard the person scream for help, the Hydra is gonna go first. He's looking at you guys. Do you have your weapons drawn while you were going through the marsh, or are they sheathed, you think?
Xenora probably would have had a hand on it at least.
Alright.
If they were hearing it.
Would have been at the ready.
Alright, he is gonna go for the closest... he's gonna go over here and try to eat this guy. Closest thing he can find. I'm gonna make a roll. Radalac, while I'm doing that, you're up. You see this happening. What do you want to do? And let me know if you can't see on the map and you need me to move it.
So Radalac could turn around and say, should we kill it? Want me to poke it?
Fucking heads.
What?
Keep sprouting head. Kill it.
Oh, sorry, I can't hear. I gotta go.
Kill it with fire!
Charging and attacking with the sword.
All right, it's gonna go up right up to it. So you've got.
Yeah.
I think you can reach it. Yeah. Oops.
I got 40 feet of movement.
Okay, going straight up
I'm
for it.
guessing it's difficult. Is it difficult terrain?
Right now, this part right here is not.
Okay.
So you're safe. All right. Roll for what you'd like to do.
You don't want me to wait patiently for him to have his dinner?
He's got the two heads, and they're both trying to rip apart. They're fighting over this person.
That's delightful. So first I would like to rage,
Alrighty,
because that's what you do.
as you do.
Check my wild surge tables.
He's tearing apart at
Got
the
a 7,
7.
which is the flowers and vines.
Flowers and vines around difficult terrain, yeah?
In 15 feet. Yeah, so now it's difficult terrain.
15 feet around you?
Yep.
And that's for everyone else,
Terrain
too?
for your enemies. it
Okay,
says.
for my enemies. Okay. Okay.
And I will attack. Ugh. 12
12 misses.
and a 10.
Oh,
I obviously wasn't as ready as I thought I was.
but hey, he sees you now.
What? What could go wrong? That'll be my turn.
Alright. Nat, and then Ima. What would you do?
So as bonus action, I'm going to activate Wrathful Smite.
Mm-hmm.
I want to use my 35 foot of movement just to move straight up to the front of the Hydra. So
Yep.
kind of.
Yep, so you've got... I hate doing that. Yep. Alright, next to Red Alert. Good enough?
Yep, that'll be fine. And we are going to swing with the longsword.
Swing away!
Oh, that's not going to hit. 8.
8. It's gonna miss. Yeah.
14 on the
14
second attack.
also misses. So you're
Oh my god, it's
swinging.
all
at his-
bimbly bimbly.
Yeah, maybe distracted by the flowers and vines. Maybe just like not sure about the largeness of this. Ima, what would you like to do?
Eva's going to whip out his bow,
Mhm.
and I'm going to move 2 squares to the right of where I currently am.
Yeah?
Actually, no, go 3 squares to the right,
Alright,
and then I'm going to have a shot with my bow.
go for it. While that's there.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
Yeah. 9 damage plus wherever beautiful strikes is. 9 plus 2 damage.
So 11. Alright.
11 damage. And 23 to hit on my second attack.
That definitely hits.
And 11 damage.
11's your lucky number. That's good. And you're staying put. Any
Then I'm
bonus?
gonna sit down and put my shoes on.
Yeah, good idea. So you're sitting down putting your shoes on. Vilfin and then Xenora.
Right, Vilfin's going to use his 40 feet of movement to scoot round the right-hand side and get behind him. So,
So-
if I counted right, it'll put me right next to the dude that's behind him.
Okay, so you want to go like about here?
No, I should have enough to get right round behind him there.
Yeah, right about.
Yeah, about there.
Yeah, okay. So you want to flank and.
If I could, if that gives me advantage, that'd be great.
Alright.
So first attack is going to smash him with the brass knuckles. So that'll be a 24 to hit on the first.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm using physical dice. That'll be a 26 to hit on the second.
Yeah.
So he will take 6 plus 8, so 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spend a key point, and he will need to make a. Where is my stunning strike? Con save, please.
Con
DC
save.
13.
His con save is 11.
That is a failure. He is stunned.
Okay.
So, yeah, one hit with a melee attack. I can spend 1 key point, make the target stunned until the end of my next turn.
And that gives him stunned
So
is...
that, yeah, so basically he's now stunned until the end of my next turn. So all attacks now will have advantage. as
Okay,
he's
guys.
stunned.
Yep.
And that is my turn.
All right. Xenora.
Now, is that magical attacks or just physical attacks, like melee attacks?
It's as far as I'm aware, it's all attacks. I will
Okay.
double check. I will double check for you, but I'm pretty sure. The stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, can't speak. The creatures automatically fail strength and dex saves. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. So all attacks.
Okay. Xenora is going to do... where is it? Scorching Ray at it at 2nd level.
Mm-hmm.
And both will go for it, so I've got to roll for that twice. Scorching Ray. That is an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
And I'll do, because I'm hitting the same target, I'll do the second one. And that will be 23 to hit as well.
Yep. That is.
Okay. And it will get... It will get 14 points of fire damage.
Nice. So you do see one of the heads burn off.
Is it coming back?
We will see in a minute. Do you have any bonus action or anything you'd like to do? Did you didn't move, did you?
No, I haven't moved.
Okay.
So I would like to move so I'm not in direct line of anyone if I can.
Okay, so do you want to go to the right over here or over here? Left?
To the other side. So, yeah,
Left?
there.
Okay. That's probably a good.
Yeah, that there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the Hydra's head did not move back, but it is now its turn. It is going to attack. I'm writing on a piece of paper as well. It's going to attack at probably Vilfin? No, probably. It wants to attack at Xenora. And it is pretty dumb. So I'm going to say it's going to head straight for her. So you'll get 3 opportunity attacks. So 1 from you, Vilfin, 1 from you, and 1 from you, Radalek. So go ahead and take those now.
Well, those will be advantage, yeah?
Yep.
18 to hit.
That
People
is?
you said.
DM, it cannot move. It is stunned until
Oh.
my next turn.
It is it? Okay.
I forgot.
That's right. So it's got to pick somebody else. So it's going to pick.
It can't attack either. It's stunned. It's
Is it really?
incapacitated.
Okay. Then it's Radalek's turn. I got Sadiq.
I forgot.
Oh, and Sadiq is debating with me that it's only the head that's stunned. But I'm gonna.
Now, just see the stunned creature is incapacitated. Can't
Yeah,
move,
I'm
can't
gonna
speak.
just
I don't
go
think it's any different
to
for
Radalek.
any creature.
I'm gonna go to Radalek's turn.
I think so.
I've
Yeah,
got
it's a
debate
question
in the
if
back.
if it's only one hit, up to you how you want to do it, but it still can't move.
All right. I'm gonna go to Radalek's turn.
I'm gonna try again.
Go for it.
Oh my god. 16.
16 hits.
I'm gonna roll my second attack to see. A 16 and a 13. So the first one.
Yeah, the first one hits.
11 points of slashing damage.
11. Alright. Anything else you good?
Nah, I'm good.
Alright. Nat, you're up. And then Ima.
Okay. So I'm just going to swing again. 25 to hit on the first.
Yeah, I think so.
And 17 on the second.
That it?
Okay. So the first attack will hit with 9 slashing damage.
No, I know.
Second is 7 slashing damage, and because of Wrathful Smite,
Yep. Here's your Wrathful Smite.
1d8 psychic damage, which is 5 psychic damage, and it has to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Come on, D&D Beyond. Okay, hang on. D&D Beyond just froze on me.
Oh no!
Hopefully it strips so up. I'll make with my real dice. I got a nat 20.
Okay, that's fine. I could never hit with this bloody thing.
You know what? I feel like using my real dice all the time.
That is all Nat will do.
Alright. Ima. What you thinking?
During other people's turns, need more to put her shoes on, stir up, stand up again. I want to move 2 spaces diagonally upward.
2 spaces up. There?
Diagonally to the right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's up. That'll do. And then I'm gonna whip out my bow and shoot again.
Alright, go for it.
15 to hit.
15 hits. 15 hits, yep. 7.
7 and critical strikes is 4, so 11 again.
7 and 11.
And 19 to hit.
That is.
And 6 damage.
6 damage. Nice. 2 more heads come off. Which I have to mark on my little paper. Okay.
No in my 2 then.
And Vilfin, you're up.
Alrighty then. So Sadiq is correct in one respect. You were rolling at advantage on the stunning strike, which you didn't do,
Yeah,
because it has more than one hit up, so it does have advantage on that roll.
that's okay.
So,
We'll take it
yeah.
from here at the advantage.
But if it fails the roll, the more hits doesn't give it any defense against the stun. So I'll just attack it again. She's saying it's still stunned.
Yeah. Yep.
So it ends at the end of this turn. So advantage 24 to hit.
Yep.
Oh, 19.
Yep.
Those both hit. And brass knuckles again. 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
10. Alright.
And I'm going to spend another key point. This time I'm not going to stun it again. No, I'm going to go flurry of blows. So it'll give me another 2 attacks. 24 and 18 this time. So that'll be, oh, that's better. 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
17. Nice.
Vilfin's just going ham, and it's like rear quads. Shback, shback, shback.
And another head gets punched. And falls limp.
No one can start.
Yeah. It's falling limp. It's not coming off. Is that all you want to do?
That's all I can do. Looks like we're winning.
Xenora.
Nora realizing that there's too many in the fray, so she needs to get up close, is going to cast Flame Blade at 2nd level,
Mm-hmm.
and she's going to move towards and she's going to tap the blade.
Okay. I'll just stick it right up next to it. All right.
That is 14 to hit.
That misses.
Yep. So, and that's all she can do.
It's all like, okay. All
Because
right.
I've done my bonus action.
Oh no. As you miss, you swing and you miss, 6 heads pop from the 3 stumps. One of the Hydra rips off the limp head, and you see these 2 little heads starting to slither up. So you now have 8. It is not happy, and it is going to attack the one with the fire. So I've got to make as many bite attacks as it has heads. So
Oh shit.
yeah,
I'd like to get one sentinel attack in there somewhere.
yeah. You guys can react because it's not hitting you, correct?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
that's what mine does.
Well, you can. He can with his sentinel.
Okay, why is my D&D Beyond rules aren't working? I hate doing math. Okay. Shouldn't be a DM if I hate math. 14. You guys can take a free action to talk if you want to yell at each other real quick.
Well, I get to hit, so I'll roll my damage.
Roll
Another
your
24.
damage.
Another 11 points of slashing damage.
11.
Now,
Alright.
curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Slayer Longsword versus Hydra. Is it classed as a dragonkin or dragon?
I did wonder. I assumed it wasn't, but
I want to say it is because it's the lore says it's the blood of a dragon that Tiamat slayed and made the
Oh.
Hydras.
oh god.
So
If you're happy with that, I'll just do the extra
you
for
can
this
do
one.
the sword, yeah.
Leave it at that.
Okay.
Yes, I'm just not sure if they're classed as a dragonkin or not.
I don't. It doesn't say. That's the problem with it. So you will take Xenora 52 piercing damage.
So, and I've done an extra 11 points of damage on top of my 11.
11.
22.
All right.
So, for the purposes of this weapon, dragon refers to any creature with the dragon type, including dragon turtles and wyverns.
All right. Can somebody, City, can you look up? Is the higher class of dragon while we? Because
It's not.
if it's not, okay, now.
It's created by dragonkin, but it's not classed as dragonkind.
Okay.
There
Cool.
you go.
Good to know. So we'll take your 11 damage. Nat, do you have any reactions for if you have an aura that if it doesn't hit you, you hit back?
No, I have
Okay.
no reactions whatsoever.
So I know Zadriel has that, so I was just wondering. All right. After that, Radalak, you're up. Now that you've reacted, but you're up.
Right. He's gonna like take a bit, and he's gonna do the same thing he always does. That's a barbarian for you. I haven't got a lot of stuff. One day.
Kill it with fire!
23 to hit, and a natural 20.
Woo! Nice.
Nice.
27. So I roll the natural 20.
15. Well, you add it up for me at the end.
19.
19.
Yeah. And then
Nice.
roll the other one. Or 13.
For 13, tell us how you have pierced this Hydra.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
so-
it wasn't too hard.
Radalak's like, he's got his arm swinging, he's not feeling very good. He looks over to Nate, he's like, he just sort of like nods his head, and then he just rushes in through the middle, trying to see Bilford on the other side, like just keeps going with it, like pushing straight through.
That's what you're doing with that thing! Christ!
This Hydra lets out a roar as it falls down next to the water, making a huge splash with its tail as it hits. The merchant is no more, but you are out of initiative for now. Guys, you can give me a quick perception check, active perception, as you look around to see if you notice anything.
Xenora's too hurt. She's dropped to the ground.
All right, is she unconscious?
No, she's at 7 points, but I got a 3 for my perception.
Yeah.
Yeah,
10 for Nat.
Healing spirit above her
Mm-hmm.
at 3rd level, and I'll tally that up.
Okay.
I've got
Anybody above a 10?
12.
Does
12?
1 count above 10?
No. Unless it's
Natural
1
one
above
for-
10.
Natural 1 for Wilton.
You just see a giant hydra dead at your feet. Ema, you see by the water a nest of eggs.
Hey,
Which-
look,
What the fuck was this thing?
And being a ranger, you are assuming probably that those are hydra eggs. And if there's hydra eggs,
I'll tell you what it is now. It's dead.
I'm gonna go look at the nest.
alright.
You alright, Z?
Yeah, just let me catch my breath. Just let me catch my breath.
What you looking at over there, Emma? What'd you find?
I found a bunch of great big eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Make a giant
got-
omelette.
I got 36 hit points back.
Nice.
With that,
Do you like eggs, Emma? I can make you a big pot of scrambled eggs.
I don't know. I don't know if I like them or not.
We'll
Now-
have to find out.
now that he's pointed out the eggs, would I have any idea now that I'm healed and gone up to know what,
You
whether
can
they are hydra eggs?
make a nature check. Being a druid, you're meant to probably talk to you about all different kinds of creatures.
Okay. 12?
Yeah, I mean, your common sense will say that's a hydra and there's a nest, and it would have eaten the eggs had it not been its own, possibly. So, you're assuming, yes, that's probably hydra eggs.
Xenora's gonna grab out her fire and just scorch it.
Alright.
Oh,
Emma,
come on, we've
With
got to
her-
have breakfast with that.
She's,
Jesus
she's
Christ.
just doing a cantrip and putting the flame and burning the eggs at this stage.
So, do we think this fella's last meal, when he's like poking it with the sword, was one of the blokes we were looking for?
you do see to your left 3 bodies, and there was one that I've deleted next to Vilfin's feet. If you wanted to check,
You know what it looked like? Because he's a fella laying just over here.
can make an investigation.
Xenora will take
We were told that the people that were missing was a sergeant and three or 2
3.
additional.
3 additional.
Xenora would search. So there's 3 bodies there.
Mhm.
Xenora would search one of them to see if they have any identification or anything like that on them to suggest who they are.
Alright. Make an investigation roll for me. And if anybody wants to help, you can make that with advantage. You're helping to look
Oh.
for the bodies. So
Yeah,
You
we'll be
helping?
We'll be
Cool,
looking
cool.
for identifying armor and obviously robes, signifying a military station.
7. This dice really hates me. 7.
7? Oh no!
I got a 9.
You got a guys.
Take 9 because I got 1 the first time round.
You guys in the chat can give them inspiration and whatnot if you want to help them
Don't
out.
forget, guys, channel points. Come on.
Yeah, you guys
We
can
need the
help
help.
them out.
Really.
They got
Nat got a 16.
Oh, Net's good. Okay. Yeah, your guys are looking. Vilfin, you see that they have kind of merchant clothes, not really military clothes. Nat, you find a note, and you find 5 vials, which have a label called Alchemist Fire on them in this bag. And the notes reading, about trying to trap rare things for the Waterhavian Circus. They're trying to rebuild a circus since the last one failed due to a riot in nearby town. So they're rebuilding with some rare stuff, and they thought they could try and capture a Hydra, which...
They look like merchants, don't they? They don't look like military folk.
Definitely don't look very military to me, and I think they just bit off more than what they could chew.
Are there any tracks going any further up or around or anything like that?
All right, so here's what we're going to do. One of you guys is going to be the tracker, like we did before, and make some survival checks. If anyone wants to help that person among you...
I bought Emma. Emma's a freaking ranger. That's what they do.
I was going to suggest that maybe our ranger friend might have the better advantage of tracking.
I can certainly help you out.
You got this, Emma.
Yeah, alright.
Emma,
I love his confidence.
you have your shoes on, so you feel a lot better about like walking through the swamps and the rocks and stuff now.
Do you need perception or anything like that, or is it just tracking at the moment?
You can have one of you guys keep a lookout for seeing.
I will do that.
Yeah.
Everyone just got advantage from roast chicken.
Nice roasted, thank you.
24
Emma.
perception.
Okay. You see a big Hydra in front of you right now.
Yeah, I'm actively looking.
So you're looking around for any kind of monsters, noises, anything like that. And Emma, make your first survival check for me, please.
Survival, okay. Yep.
And if it's anyone helping you, you get advantage.
Dolphin would aid him. I got a little bit of tracking skills.
19.
19, nice. You do pick up some tracks ahead as you guys move north, following Emma through with Xenora. I'm imagining you'd probably be at the back, Xenora, like listening around, maybe?
Yeah, I'd be making sure that there's nothing going on or anything like that.
All right, so as you guys are stumbling through this marsh and stuff, you see the footprints and those deep ruts in the ground, about maybe 5 or 6 of them. There's a lot of tracks, and they're starting with a 19. They're starting to look like these ruts are getting heavier, like they're carrying some weight on top. Make another survival check for me as you guys are traveling.
What do you think it is, Emma? Look, it kind of looks like a dragon, something, don't you think?
Just to get advantage.
Yep,
I'm still at the front helping you.
Wait, net 20, 25.
not 20.
Nice. Jeez.
These ruts are starting to have a definite slime, an ooze of some kind along in the grooves. Almost like a slug or something like that. And the tracks are going to lead on. You start to miss it a little bit, but then you find them past the swamp water as you're moving forward. Okay, make your last one.
Does the slime have any kind of smell, or is it sticky, or is it just general
It's just
slime?
when you pick it up, it's just kind of really slick and drips like an ooze almost, but no smell.
Fucking aliens around here.
Yeah, no
21.
smell. 21. All right, you guys dodged a lot of shit because of your ranger. All right. As you guys get to, I'll activate the next map.
Did I see anything along the way that might cause me concern or anything like
You
that?
did hear almost like a snake-like creature talking, and you did see some alligators. You heard almost some people grumbling in a fight, but they're so distant away that you guys were safe. No one's picked up on you. And they didn't lead to where the tracks were, so you're coming on to now catching up to this party. And as you get through this brush and part the way, you see this picture here before you. Let me make sure it's centered. Yes, it is. it looks like giant snail-like creatures and some kind of lizard folk humanids. The snails are carrying all their supplies, and there are a few cages with some villagers in it. They seem pretty peaceful. They're not like trying to break out or anything like that. They're not happy. But these lizard folk have their spears and they are looking around and they're speaking. I need to know, do any of you speak Draconic? Come on, Ema.
Negative.
You've got all these languages, Ema. You don't speak Draconic? No one speaks. No one speaks Draconic. Okay, this might go differently.
Every
All
other
right.
language. I can speak to the snail.
So you hear these words like, I'm speaking in parcel tongue, and all this noise like that as they're speaking to each other. One of them is holding her belly. She looks, and she's pointing at it, and the one that's the largest here is nodding to her, and he makes some noise, and they decide to stop at this clearing and start unpacking, almost like they're a traveling camp. And you see her go to feed some rations to the people in the cages. And you guys are not seen
we
yet.
Got trees? Are there trees around, like leading up to
There's
where
these
they are,
long swampy trees and this large brush of swamp marsh. So you're hidden.
We could hide ourselves.
You're hidden right now.
Yeah, I would reach out and sort of just tug on Ema's shirt and say, "Might beat to stop here. Let the others catch up, and just wait, get everyone together before we sort of discuss what we're gonna do."
All right. Do you continue to watch the group?
Big fucking snails.
I'm not concerned about the villagers in the cages, but they don't look mistreated. More, I don't know, like pets. If you
They're in a
understand what I
cage.
mean?
They're in a cage, and they say they're not very happy.
I feel like they're being treated like pets. Does anyone know what they're saying?
Not me.
No, I really want to ride one of those snails though. Looks cool.
Do you?
I tell you what, if I ever get to be able to do that, I'll try and make it so you can ride a snail, okay?
Super slimy.
So looking around, how many cages are there? Can we see from our position?
There are two at the back, guarded by two. The female has moved over to help feed them, and she is speaking to them. She has changed her voice, but she's not facing you guys. She's facing the cage. So if you move closer, if you think you can, you would be able to hear what she's saying.
Question for the DM. If I can turn into something that is draconic-like, I would have the ability to be able to speak draconic, wouldn't I?
Other DMs?
Nope, I've got Grim going, nope.
Generally, yeah, I mean...
I think you just take the shape, but your mind is still your
generally,
own.
as a druid, you retain everything you have. You don't gain any extra until you get to your higher levels where you can actually turn into a dragon, which gives you that ability. But at your lower levels, I don't think it works that way.
Yeah, no, I don't think as a fire druid I'd have the CR to be able to do it.
If the creature says that the creature understands it, then you'll be able to understand them, but then you won't be able to talk to the rest of us. Well,
it depends on your CR rating.
You gotta remember this. Mine isn't the same as the circle of the moon, and I don't know what Fiel.
The other one,
you would if you were to turn into a draconic creature, if you had the ability to do that, you would be able to understand what is being said, and you would be able to talk to them in that language. But again, it depends on your intelligence and all that sort of stuff as well. It all plays a part.
How they react to a draconic creature coming through the bushes at them too. True. Yeah, they might not want to talk.
So how do we approach?
I suppose the question here is, can you turn into something that can speak draconic?
I didn't know. I was gonna go and look, but I'm sitting there going, can I? Is there
at
anything
this
that
level?
would?
I don't think
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
At this level,
And
no.
pseudo dragon maybe, but
I
don't
think
know
that's
if that's
higher
big
level.
draconic.
Nine.
Yeah.
9 would be your sweet spot as a druid, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
So
Uh,
you can
At the
move
end of the day,
closer.
at the end of the day, I would say all decisions like that would be DM's discretion.
should we go talk to them with our weapons put away?
I would recommend that if we are to speak, because we don't know what they will do to those in the cage. They may see us as a threat and automatically kill everything in the cages. We don't want that.
If
And
perhaps if we put our hands up like this and try and speak in common, I could try.
what's the time of the day, DM?
So you started off in the morning. It might be getting a little bit toward evening because they are setting up their camp. So it's and in the marsh. It's dark all the time almost. So
I have another idea. Maybe we wait until dark, and then just try and free the prisoners.
But we don't know.
Well,
don't
I'm
know
going to
these
be
people are.
useless. If you're looking for stealth, I'm going to be absolutely no good to you.
Understand that. That's why if Emer and myself try and free the prisoners, if shit hits the fan, then we have cavalry, so
To
to
be
speak.
frank with Ema's Emma, I think I probably have more of a chance, or even Adelac has a chance of getting that.
they
I'd agree with that.
they start to release the snails, and the snails are going to forage in the nearby bushes as they are getting a campfire started. And she still continues talking to the humans who are not talking back to her.
Can I see, because I'd be looking, can I see any mouth movements of a language I would understand, which is Common, Druidic, Elvish, Infernal, and Leonin?
She's not facing you, but one of them is facing you. And you do hear, like, how much longer, and we have money, and I understand
So,
from the person. There's 3 men and 1 woman.
okay. So, what do you think the fun?
Well, they're clearly... Well, it's safe to bet that they're more of a nomadic tribe, so they'll know how to defend themselves. But what we can see so far, they don't seem aggressive. I mean, they're providing rations to those in the cages. To me, that doesn't suggest they're aggressive or they're looking to kill. Maybe there's some way we can negotiate if we are able to communicate with them.
Ema,
What?
can you
Just
speak
out
to
of-
this now?
I don't speak of the snails. Just out of question, what's the difference between Delkia and Draconic?
Damphir? Damphir?
I'm going to
Spell it.
type Daelkyr.
Delkir?
It's definitely not. It's definitely not draconic.
No, but I haven't heard of
It's
that
a newer.
one.
It's a newer language. It is. It's a half blood language is what they're calling it. Which
Delkyr were the bad guys in Oblivion, weren't they?
yeah, it's they're basically they're extraplanar creatures, so they're from a different plane. But part humanoid and part Zeriat, so they're usually neutral evil. So it's more of a demon style or an insect almost.
Okay, because I speak that, but I don't speak Draconic.
Yeah, so it definitely does. Yeah, draconic definitely is not. Delkir you wouldn't be able to understand it.
Sweet. Sorry, go ahead, Xenora.
Sorry, I was just wondering if you could actually speak to the snails, maybe get Nilüfer, how they are. There's one just there. If you can speak very quietly to it.
Yeah, sure.
Xenora will hold his armor as close to his body so it doesn't make as much sound as it possibly could, so he can kind of slide his way around and she'll follow him.
Wilfin is going to hide. Just in case this goes horribly
The
wrong.
female walks away, and one of the humans, when the male's like, "My father's a very important person. You can't get away with this." And she does turn to face you now, Xenora, if you're looking. And you do read, "I'm sorry, but we have no other choice." That's what you hear, what you see. You do see Ima, a snail, coming by, eating like a giraffe, you know, with its little mouth underneath, and its eyes are probing around. Yeah, you know it's coming. And
His name's Gary.
Yeah,
I tell you.
his name's Gary. And he is coming nearby, looking at the purple flowers.
Emo's gonna call out and Snail. Hey, Snail. Is your name Gary?
Please tell me what a snail sounds like. I'm dying to know.
I feel like it's this parcel tongue again. It just looks up with its eyes and kind of rears its head and kind of leans out of its shell like, "Hello? My name's Geraldine, not Gary. Who are you?" It's going to be a long conversation.
I am Ema. And are you being treated right?
This is a good life. How about you?
Yeah. I've been hugged by a lion, so can't complain.
You have lions?
Don't worry, I was just joking, I'm just lying. Are the people you with, are they good? Are they good people?
They feed us and we move a lot, but people treat us badly, so we keep moving.
Why do they have those funny looking creatures in cages?
For the people that treat them badly. Gotta go.
Okay.
And he slithers to the next flower.
Nora's gonna. Sorry.
Emma's gonna say, the snail says that they're sort of mistreated people and they're good. They should be able to defend themselves, but they're good. They're good people. They're very kind to their snail.
And Xenora's gonna hear that, kind of quietly get as close to Nate and say, "She said something about she had no choice. He said that she said to the other person that they had no choice."
And you all would have heard what Ema said to Xenora.
Yeah. And she's saying that to Nate, by the way.
All right.
No choice in what exactly?
What they said, we can do this. I can't remember. It's very hard to, because I'm reading lips, but she said, I'm sorry, we have no choice to the people in the cages. So it sounds like
So
this,
this person speaks common.
from what I can gather, they were speaking common to the people, because it had to be something that I can understand. Is it DM in common?
She was speaking common back, but now they are all speaking their own tongue to one
If they
another.
understand common, then we can negotiate.
Yes, agree.
And that one,
May I suggest that I don't?
and that one singular guy that was yelling is starting up a fuss, and the other three are telling him to shut up and sit down, kind of thing. They're complaining at him.
So I guess it comes down to who is going to talk to him.
I think we can help them. I think we should just like put our weapons away, and we'll go talk. And I can talk if you like, but like, do you want to
I think I think maybe Nate should be the talking. He's the shiny one.
He has the gift of the gab. I think
That's what I meant.
He is very shiny, yeah.
Shiny?
Yeah, so Foundry's up. Just have no tokens. That's why I can't see anything.
Yeah, well, this is a we're deciding on what you're gonna do first before we put tokens up.
Yeah, no, just remind people.
Bradlack's going to grow impatient and walk out with his hands up.
Immediately, all 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 of them turn with their spears. The female starts gathering up the snails to hitch up quickly as the males are coming forward, yelling at you in parcel tongue. So they're like, and yelling at you.
Hey, yeah, I don't know what you're saying, but hi, I'm Radlack.
Wilfin will follow with a white. I can pull a piece of white bit of fabric out of my pack and just start waving it behind Radlack.
The large one here, he is with this one here. They look a little different. Their frills are bright orange and yellow, where the other one's frills are just a paler yellow with green. And he is large and he comes forward, but the smaller of the two steps aside, and the others seem to be watching the smaller one and what he is going to do, as opposed to the bigger one who stands right behind him. He is talking to you in a tongue you guys don't understand, but he is motioning at you to come forward.
Ema calls out in Gecko, "Don't worry, we're peaceful. We're good to you. We won't hurt you."
He just looks at you and shouts at you something.
Wow.
And motions you forward some more.
I don't know what you're saying, but I think you want me to come over there, so I'll like move over slowly, and like Radlack's just like walking, like you can see he's thinking about how fast he's walking.
Yeah, Wilfin will keep pace with Radlack. Still waving a little. It's almost handkerchief size. It's not even really worth doing, but he's got it sort of waving it out as a gesture.
As soon as the loudest, rambunctious human, the guy sees you, he's like, "Kill them! Kill them quickly! I'll pay you.
You shut your face.
Whatever you want." And what seems to be the leader is kind of watching this and seeing what you're gonna do.
Literally, that's exactly what Wilfin does.
He
Turn
said,
around,
"Shut
yells
your
back at
face" to him.
You shut your face, you.
I have gold. What are
I'm
the
sure
rest
they
of you
do
doing?
too. Just shut up and let us talk.
Can one of you talk the way I talk?
And the female comes forward, but the leader stops her and quickly to her, and she's kind of like looking at you guys and pointing this way and that. And then finally he says something and says, "Who are you? State your business."
We come out here looking for some people from where we're from, and we came across you and your snails, and I mean, we're a bit curious as to why you've got people in cages. I mean,
We were on the high road, camped. We've been moved out of our homes when these people ambushed and attacked us because of how we look. We need them because the rot trolls are at our home. If we offer them and move the other way, we can live. This one is with egg soon. We must find a place.
where did you live before?
Deeper in the swamps, not far from here. That is where the trolls are. If we leave them and head the other way, we have time to save ourselves.
How many of these trolls are there?
And the female says there are 3.
Have you seen any other humans with like maybe some armor on, like metal things?
And she points at the cages. And if you guys notice, they are in the Neverwinter armor, shaking the cages. The female's like, sit down. We're going to be fine.
And he turns to Vilf. He's like, I think we found them.
I think we have. Maybe we can strike a deal. We take care of trolls, they let people go.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy.
We have good hearing, by the way.
Oh, that's really cool.
We weren't
I'm
really
good at
trying
stuff.
to hide anything from you, but just what he said, we may be able to help you.
Xenora,
Where's Nate and Xenora and all that?
do you still look wounded, Xenora? Are you at full health?
No, I'm not.
All right. The female comes forward and looks.
But where's Nate? Because I was hanging back with Nate and I don't know.
Nate hasn't moved.
Yeah.
She's looking at all of you, but she's moving. If you're behind them, she's moving past you guys to Xenora and looks at your arm. And she's going to reach out. It's up to you what you want to do to look at it.
I will.
So she's reaching.
Xenora's gonna kind of sit back, and knowing that if they're gonna do anything they shouldn't, oh hell's gonna break loose.
When she touches you, she whispers, and you get 8 points of healing. You feel better. You're seeing a wound kind of heal on your arm. And she walks back.
It sound anything similar to what I would have seen with druids or anything like that?
It might look similar, but she is speaking in her own language, so you don't recognize what she's saying.
I will say, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna just look at Nate and go.
Well, at that point, Nate will stand up slowly and move out, and will walk. If the female lizard is walking away, will walk with her towards everybody else.
So Nora's gonna just stand up and walk a few paces behind. She's kind of dumbfounded. Yeah.
Nate's going to turn around. If they were going to harm you, they will not heal. So I think these are friendly.
Oh no, it's not that. It just stunned me that someone would other than never mind. And she just goes quiet.
The rowdy one's like, I've got 500 gold. I mean, clearly you're gonna kill these lions too, right? So just kill the lizards. Come on. And Private Jessup is like, shut the fuck up, Andrew.
At which point Nate mentions the sergeant's name back at as we walk past the cage. He will mention the sergeant's name from Leona.
Sergeant Yoram.
Mm-hmm.
Do you just say Sergeant Yoram?
That's it. That's all he says, and just keeps walking.
And the private's like, the one that told him to shut up is attentive. Like, he's like, okay. And the woman kind of punches him in the arm as hard as she can. The rowdy one, like, to just shut up. So, what do you guys want to do?
Yeah, Wilfin definitely would have shot a very intense, sort of look back at that dude again. Basically, that look, say, if you don't shut up, I'm going to come over there and shut you up.
So if we take care of these trolls, what sort of trolls again?
Rot. They have this, well, that rot on them.
Does anyone know what a rot troll is?
I mean, I've heard of trolls, but they're all the same, aren't they?
Well,
Smelly.
Yeah,
horrible.
smelly. Yeah.
Rather large.
Nature
Yep.
check?
Yeah. I would have only read about them. That's the only thing.
22 on a nature check.
Oh,
DM.
nice.
Natural 20.
Anyone above a 15?
Alright.
So,
Nah. Even with a history check, I wouldn't have got it.
all right. So, Vilf and you have heard of rat trolls. They are larger than normal trolls. Trolls are pretty big. These are even larger. They're not to be messed with. They almost have like this bad energy exuding from them, as if they're mutated. They stink.
Yeah, they're definitely smelly. One moment. They're a lot bigger than a regular troll from memory.
Oh wow, yeah.
But you say it was only 3, right?
You got black screen back.
Oh, shit. Yes. They say we were 20, but 3 trolls. Now we are 7.
I'd rather. I don't know that we would be able to take them on our own. Maybe if we were to get a few of the guards from Leylon, then possibly.
I feel they are tracking us. If you wish to stay with us for the night, you are welcome.
Just out of curiosity, I don't think it's wise for us to go through this place, considering what we dealt with at night. And these people, as much as I want to rescue the soldiers, I don't feel like these people mean any harm. But I also think that if they're being hunted, we're going to encounter those trolls.
Yep. Well, I think if they
Regardless
weren't in these cages, the trolls might have got them.
I tend to agree.
to be honest, I think they saved their lives.
If you clear out the trolls, we can let them go. But we have no food, no trade with others. No one wants to trust us, so we
Do
hide.
you not have any food?
It's at our village.
Would you be willing to trade? This is if we could perhaps. We have a little bit of sway in Leylon. You have heard of the city of Leon?
Yes. It's
We have a little bit of sway there. Maybe if we could establish relations and trade, would that be agreeable?
We have Hydra blood for healing potions. We have many things we could trade, yes.
So, if we help with this troll problem, you release these folk in the cages, and we attempt to establish trade with Leilon to stop this attacking of your people indiscriminately.
Just a question, DM. There's a mixture of villagers and military in the cages?
No. There are 4 people in the cages, 2 in each. The female is next to the rowdy one, she punched in the arm. It seems like Private, what just was described as Private Jessup. It seems like he's in the second cage with another male who has been very quiet.
So they're all uniformed, though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Would you allow us to take 2 of the people in the cages to assist with the trolls? If we die, then, you still have more to trade with.
He talks to his render, which he
You can
calls...
keep the loudmouth one. You can keep him, because we don't like him very much.
He was the first sacrifice.
You're more than welcome to sacrifice that one.
We discuss. You go in mourning?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
we'll camp with you tonight.
we will camp, and if any of us will assist with patrols too.
Hey, I'll stand watch.
At least if we can't defeat the trolls, you should have enough time to get away.
At this point, Xenora is going to ask, do you have food?
We go hunting for food. We have some food.
Okay.
We can help with that, too.
All right.
I don't mind going for a hunt.
And the large render nods at you and speaks in Draconic to his boss, his chief. And he said, you go hunting with spears? Or you go...
I hunt with these. I'm very good.
Interesting.
I'm a bit faster than I look.
We have to keep watch. The trolls they can smell very far. So.
Xenora will stay with the camp, especially the one with the egg. She'll want to protect that one. I'll stay here and make sure you said the one with egg? I'll make sure she's protected, if that helps.
Hey, Radlac, you want to come hunting with me? Go find some food.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So as you guys pack down, let's get a roundabout what you guys want to do. So Xenora wants to stay with the female. As you go talk to her, or she overhears, she says, "My name is Celicia." So she gives you her name.
Oh, Xenora, it's lovely to meet you.
And she nods and takes you to the fire where she's trying to cook something, kind of a broth to get ready for whatever meat's coming. Vilfin and Redalek, you guys wanted to go hunting. Nat, are you following them to get ready for the hunting party, or do you want to stay?
Nat will stay because if they're hunting, they will want to be silent and stealthy, and with my armor, that is not going to help.
Ema.
We don't want clanging coming with us.
Ema, what would you like to do?
Ema will think the same and stay. He'll wander around, just sort of patrolling, and
Nat will patrol with Ema.
Okay, that one patrol with
Ema
Ema.
will talk to the snails as
We will take. Go ahead, Xenora.
I was going to say with Xenora, with her herbs and that, she'll present them to Celicia and say, any that you think would help, that you can use, that eat.
Oh, I have not laid yet. We are waiting for the nest to come, so I am not gonna take some herbs yet, but maybe when I'm ready. Yes.
Oh. She'll just nod and help as much as she can.
You guys want to take a brief coffee break now, and we'll do our RP patrols hunting after, or?
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Cool.
Sounds like a good spot.
All right, we'll go take our brief coffee break, and then we'll go into our overlay. Thank you guys for watching so far. Thank you, Roasted, for all the help with the Hydra.
Yeah, thanks for the advantage.
Thanks.
I'll save that for a moment.
All right, we're going to be right back with some clips. You might want to turn it down. Some of these are horror stream, and we'll be back. I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't mean to offend you. We got some lawn clippings in the back. I can make a salad, you know. We got all kinds of stuff for you. What can I do for you today?
I'll take some of that beef jerky, love.
Oh, sure.
It's great stuff.
Yeah.
And he's Wilson. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Blame the harmonica girl, Mina.
She drove her nuts.
The harmonica chick, Scylla, just made you all just want to kill someone. And then Eggburn came in. Hey! You're like, "Argh! Had enough." All right. So we left off. We'll take this in turns. I don't know if Drax left or not, or is he hiding. So we'll do Vilfin and Radalac. What are you guys particularly just hunting for? Anything you can see? You have a large lizard folk man followed by two smaller. He holds out a hand and says slush.
I'll greet him with the warrior's handshake. You hold his hand forearm to forearm, and just say bound to say Wilfin.
Radlac will put his hand out. Radlac.
Slush. And then there are two other names which are really difficult to pronounce. Like Slosh was a breeze compared to that. Emily's looking for you.
I think we'll call them two George and Mildred. I don't know what else to call them.
Yeah.
Anywho,
They all have their spears at the ready. They're
what
looking.
Do you like to eat? Do you say they don't speak common?
Slosh speaks. He's saying a couple words like small, medium, or big. Like as he's doing this for small, medium, big, he's like, "What can you kill?"
Everything.
Yeah. Oh, I've got this hunting trap, and Radlac pulls out this hunting trap he's got on his side. He's like, I forgot I had this. It's in my kit.
We could probably set that around here and then go for a wander, see what we can find.
Yeah, just in case it
on the
goes
way back.
poorly.
Yeah, you never know.
Do you have any food or anything to bait the trap with?
I do. I have some rations.
All right. So you set the trap. Are you proficient in it, or are you good? We can make a roll if you want for performance, I guess. See if you. And while he's doing that, Vilfin, they are looking at you and at your. Do you have your knuckles?
Yep.
On.
They're always on.
They're kind of looking because they did hear you say I fight with these. They've never seen them before, so they're holding their spears and kind of like.
I'll hold a hand up so you can get a closer look.
Eyeing, and then they're talking to themselves and wanting to touch it, and
I'll let them if they want to touch, I'll let them touch it.
they're very interested. They're very tribal folk, so they don't really have a filter. They're just kind of, the Slosh nods at them and starts to move forward, but they're waiting respectfully for Radalac as he sets his trap out.
Yeah. Now, while he's in the trap, I'll be just having a look for any animal sign, like maybe deer or pig, rabbit, just any kind of animal sign in the immediate area.
Okay. You can either roll nature, survival, whatever
I'd say
you
it's probably
feel
more
you'd like.
survival. It'd be
Yeah.
more a survival check.
The
I'd imagine.
traps details are very extensive.
Really?
It's something you can use in combat. I'm like, man, I wouldn't
Yeah.
even thought
You
of
know
using
what?
it in
Just
combat.
roll a performance check to see how you set it. It's good. I mean, you're gonna set it regardless, so.
So 16 on the survival
16.
check.
You do see some hoof prints, about 3 sets, heading toward the west.
And I'd just sort of kneel down, point to them. It's just slosh, Clarks,
They kneel
and
over.
then I'd point in that direction.
They're talking to each other. Did you roll red alert?
For performance,
Yep.
4.
Oh Jesus!
It looks pretty good to you. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I've never trapped a thing before.
I mean, if you use the ration to hold it up a little bit, it's not gonna fall down. It's good.
Yeah. It's still good. It's still good.
Maybe some butter would have helped, but you know, you're out. So
Wilfred
good.
probably looks over at it and sort of looks at Radlac, looks back at the trap, gives him a thumbs up.
Hey.
Knows nothing about traps. Looks good to me.
Slash kind of like speaks to you and is like, I help. And he kind of like props a few sticks here and there to kind of like help it a little bit more for you.
Oh, so that's what you do.
They fall that way. Yeah. We go.
Right, let's go. I think we got some deer this way, Lilac.
Yeah. You can see the hoofs, the cleft feet. And you do see actually about 3 boar,
3 boar. Okay.
you know, mudding themselves.
About how far off?
About 30 feet.
Wilfred, he's going to try something here. Hopefully this works. Going to activate Step of the Wind, which is he's going to spend the key points to use Step of the Wind, which doubles his movement speed. So he now has 80 feet of movement speed instead of 40.
Oof.
And I'm going to stealth. Quietly sort of get as close as I can. The moment it looks like I'm going to spook one, I'm just going to go for it and just charge it and tackle it.
Okay.
Radlac's going to have his javelin ready just in case something goes wrong with whatever Vilfin's doing. He's got no idea what he's doing.
But I think with 80 feet of movement speed, I can move pretty freaking quick. So I'm hoping.
We'll do
I
roll
don't know what the rolls are going to be.
We'll roll a stealth check, and then we'll roll for to see if you hit.
13 on the stealth.
Do you have any inspirations?
I do have an advantage.
There you go.
Okay, that's better. 30-20. I'll use that advantage.
You're stealthing. You're doing your movement. Roll to hit. And
I'm just going to try and tackle him.
Okay,
I'm
you're
not
gonna
even going to try
tackle?
and hit him. I'm just going to tackle and grapple it.
Okay.
And once I've got it, then I've got a dagger. I'm going to just cut its throat once I've got it.
As you move in, Slosh and his men start with their spears at the same time. Radalac, you're going to throw yours probably at the same time. Roll to see if you hit.
Ooh, 23 to hit.
Woo!
So I hope there's no natural ones in here. I don't fancy a javelin in the butt.
Alright. 2 of mine miss, but Slosh is he does well. Are you grappling it? You use your dagger. You're taking one down. Are you aiming at the same one as Vilfin, or are you aiming at a different one? There are 3.
I was aiming at a different one because I thought maybe he'll go in there and then one of the other boar will
spook and run.
You want me to roll to see if I can grapple it?
Yep.
Strength roll?
Yep. Strength.
Ooh, that's good. My strength is good.
Okay.
30-20 again.
Nice.
Look at that.
We're going to make it easy on this one, so there's not too many combats this time. But yeah, so you get that one. Slosh aims for the one running. 2 of them miss. Ranlac, you hit that second boar in the neck as it goes down. They're very small. They're not the kind of tallow spores you're used to seeing. So you have 3 boars down. Slosh and his people start gutting as they know how to do this, like it's nothing.
Wilfin will do one as well. He knows how to. Rough idea. how to do it.
You notice that they don't leave anything. They save everything. They take the blood. They're used to using everything from the swamp.
Ulfin would attempt to do the same, just out of respect.
It's very practical.
They say something over the dead animals in Draconic, almost as a blessing, thanking nature of some kind, and they move back towards camp. They feel that 3 boars is enough. They don't really. They kind of just nod to you. So it's up to you if you.
I would offer to carry one. Again, just I killed it. I want to carry it.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna check my trap.
Check your trap. I'm gonna make a roll. There's nothing in it yet. Maybe by morning. Yeah. So we're gonna move to Nat and Ima on patrol real quick. As Xenora is still with the campfire, she's probably talking with Salisa right now. We'll get to her in a minute. Nat and Ima, as you were looking on the patrol, you do see that the other remaining people, the females and the male, are kind of keeping a watch to and from, kind of casually pacing with their spears and taking care of the snails, trying to keep them herded. So, do you go around the perimeter? What are you doing?
I think we'll be just wandering the perimeter.
All right.
Yep.
Is there anything
Agreed.
you two want to talk about while you're walking together?
This language that they speak, it's not one I've heard before. I wonder if they could teach me.
I mean, if we do strike an alliance, if you will, with them, why not? They may see that you may get a favor. You never know. But
Actually, in hindsight,
you did it. You go.
In hindsight, I should get you and Xenora to teach me how to speak your Leonin language as well, and Redlac to teach me cow, and the short guys teach me to speak beard.
Nat sees the value in that. And as we're walking around, he will give you just some basic phrases in Leonin. So,
Yeah.
like hello, goodbye.
Show me to your grass.
Yeah, or he'll give you the word for grass. And so it's like some really basic words. And see how quickly you pick up on it.
What do I need to roll for
I
that?
was thinking, what do you need to roll to see if you pick up on it? Would it be
Intelligence.
yeah,
Performance?
maybe I would say performance or intelligence. It's up to you. Insight.
What do you want me to roll?
I would say
I
intelligence.
would
Yeah,
make
because
it
you have to be
intelligence.
intelligent enough to
learn
pick
the
up the language and the dialect.
Nat 1 too.
You're like,
Oh, what a roll.
"Rawr." How's that? Or however you would say.
Keep practicing. You'll get there.
I think I'm gonna need some more some time to learn this.
Hey, look. I know we haven't had much time to talk, but I want to say thank you for what you did before. Whatever skills you got there to get us through that mess, that was phenomenal. I miss the days of doing things like that when I was young boy and hunting with younger males. But also, I've only been with you guys for a very short amount of time. and what I see in you and what you provide to the group is invaluable, and I can't thank you for the amount of times you've been there to save one of us who are in trouble.
I'd like to say that this has been the best part of my life, but to be quite honest, I don't really remember much before I met this group, so but I will say it has been enjoyable, the time that I've spent with you guys, so
I understand that you are the last of your kind, along with your grandson. While I'm not the last of my kind, I empathize with the loss because I lost my whole pride almost 2 years ago. So I don't think that you're alone. You've got really good people in this group, and clearly they all care about you. I can see that, again, in the short amount of time I've been here, I can see that. Particularly Xenora.
when you say that you lost your pride, that Emo give you a look that you would say it's obviously cut him deeply. Emo will say, in the time between getting Gary and going, I went home, and where home was not a pretty sight. So that I understand the feeling of losing your tower. Your pride tower being the draft thing. So I would like to say that I'll try and be there for whenever you need me.
And I the same for you. I think there is a lot of potential with everybody in this group. We just need to learn to work together a little bit more.
Indeed.
We can see. Look what you guys have accomplished so far. But, and I'm not saying I'm perfect and I'm not infallible, and I've certainly have done it myself. But we need to be calmer heads in situations.
Tell me about it. I ran headfirst into a dragon.
I think we'll get there.
Not my finest move.
You're still with us.
Indeed.
So you got resilience. That's rare. You got fight. And I know there's things that you're still learning. I'm still learning too, but don't ever be. We need to rely on each other's strengths, but we also need to be able to understand each other's weaknesses so we can be a stronger unit together. Because whatever this journey that we're going on, we all need each other. And again, I know I'm new, and I know I'm still earning my stripes with you all. And I know maybe have overstepped my bounds, but it's just what's inside of me that we need. Again, the strengths and our weaknesses. I feel that my strength is to step up when needed. But I'll back off if you guys need me to.
To be honest, I don't consider you to be the new member of the party. I consider you to be a member of the party. You're one of us, you're not the new guy.
I appreciate that, Emma. I do. Like I said, I'm finding my way, but you're keeping me around, so obviously there's a reason why, and I hope, again, like I said, anytime you need me for whatever reason, you can call on me. Anytime.
And you. I hadn't originally come this way for what the group is doing, but I feel that I need to be part of this group to help you guys out. I'd come to do my church stuff, and that is now done. So now I will help you guys with wherever you need to go until she calls upon me again to finish my training.
And that takes a bit of a pause on that and goes, what else are you looking for outside of your training? What is driving you forward? The reason why Nat's asking is that he's trying to understand each of the party members. So he wants to be able to, if the time comes to lead, he wants to be able to call on everybody's strengths when the time comes. So feel free to carry on, Drek.
Eamon sort of smiles because he's not 100% sure how to answer that question. Okay, I'm not 100% sure how to answer that question on the grounds that I don't remember everything, if that makes sense. You guys are my friends, and I want to protect you. What else is there? I want to speak to the animals, and I want to eat the grass of the world. There's not a whole lot else. Sooner or later, I'll get back to Gary, and we'll be family again. But my task completed.
And after hearing that, Nat puts his hand on the shoulder reassuringly and says, we'll help you find any memories that you need. However, you may also find a new purpose as well. It may not become clear. It may not be clear at this point. But maybe somewhere along between now and when Mistra calls upon you again, maybe you'll find another calling.
As far as my memory goes, I'm not 100% sure I want to remember. If I had a great life when I was a giraffe, which I do remember, but I'm also very talented with a bow and a weapon, which would say that I may have been a hunter before, which is like the direct opposite of what a giraffe is. So, yeah.
And with that, we're gonna move to Xenora as you guys are talking. Xenora, Celicia is making kind of a soup, kind of a broth. They have some onions, some vegetables. She's motioning you forward to the cages and pointing at the bowls. Like she's going to make some broth for the prisoners, I guess. What is it you want to do?
Before I go, I'm going to ask, Alicia, what language do you speak? It is interesting to me.
This is the language I have always known. It, I think, is draconic of some kind.
Oh, this so it kind of fascinates me a bit. And she'll start. So I've got to get the bowls from the cage, or
Yeah, she's pointing at some bowls and she's filling them with broth, but she has two, and she kind of motions for you to take two.
yeah, and
And
she'll.
she,
So, out of curiosity, I'm trying to learn orc. Don't ask me why I'm asking. It's a long story, but what's your word for danger run? If I need to yell that out, if in Draconic, because I noticed that not all of you speak common.
oh, you want to learn orc? You friends with orc?
Not so much orcs. I know the half orc, but I decided. I had to explain. I know not all orcs are bad, but I have not met a good one yet.
Are you wearing your druidic necklace?
Yeah, it would be around my neck.
She hears the words and she spills a bowl and drops it. It breaks, and the asshole guy in the cage is like, "Hey! Hey!"
That was your dinner. Shush. Are you
And
okay?
she's staring at you and points at your chest.
What?
She moves her shirt and takes out a replica of the exact same necklace.
And Xenora, only this having been her mentor's original focus, would be yeah.
Druid?
Druid, yes.
Druid.
Yeah.
She makes a fire spirit that looks like a little salamander on the ground.
God, I hope we don't fight tonight. I'm going to bring up my fire spirit, and you'll see my mentor, and that's who I've got it as.
You don't have it near her, do you? It's like 10 feet away,
No.
right?
Away. And I'll have it a few feet away as well.
You druid.
Yeah. I've never met another fire druid other than my mentor, and I'll gesture towards the fire spirit. He looks similar to that.
Who your mentor?
Oh. I called him Leo.
Is his name Leo?
It's kind of how he was referred to as Leo.
You have gray hair, robes, and wife and children somewhere?
I don't know. I have a letter to give to his family, but I haven't done that yet. But I presume so. Yeah, as he mentioned.
My mentor. I know family. And she grabs a bowl and does not give it to the other guy. She only gives it to the female. Do you give it your bowls?
I'll give mine to the other two in the other cage.
Mm.
The one that was being a jackass can Wait.
Yeah, and her salamander swirls up into smoke and dissipates.
Yeah, Xenora will put hers away. Uh, uh, I can, and she's visibly flustered. Uh, when did you see him? Like, how long ago?
Oh,
It would have been a very, very long time ago.
long time.
He was with the Pride for a very, very long time.
He was young, starting to go gray.
Oh,
Taught my mother.
oh, ah, when he came to us, he was nearing the end of his lifespan. He passed away, sadly. This, and I'll point out, was the original focus that he gave me. It, he lived a long life. He died of old age. He protected me, much like the male lion. And every time that I see Nate and Ema walk around, I'm gonna look up, and every now and then I'll catch one or two words of what they're doing. So I'll see a stuffed up version of Leonin coming out of Ema's mouth. Yeah, he and my brother, the other Leonin, they protected me. We didn't have very nice people at the time leading the Pride. So, yeah.
You come, you be godmother to eggs. You bless. You bless.
Yeah?
We bless.
Oh,
When time comes, we call you. Yes?
yes. And Xenora's like really excited because not only kids, but also someone that knew her mentor. I am so glad. I'm really happy to have met you. It's very nice.
It's good.
It is.
If we don't get eaten, it's good.
Yeah. Well, at least we know how to fry fireballs at them.
Yes. Much fire. Fire good in swamp. Most things die in fire.
Didn't notice that they kept going.
Yes. Fire is important. We wait. We wait for food.
Okay.
And they sit and wait.
And Xenora, the bowl that she dropped, Xenora's just gonna pick up the bowl to create water and just fill it with just plain water. Meanwhile, it's spilling all over the thing because it's 10 gallons, just letting you know.
Yeah.
And then she'll just say, and give it to the one that was being a smartass.
Ah, come on! And the female's like, just that's what you get. You're being a dumbass. I can't wait to tell Yoram. So.
No. Don't tell Yoram. Tell Griselda. That one would be better.
Oh, yeah. He's like, we don't need to talk to the growler. It's fine. I'm fine.
Growler?
Yeah. That's what we call her. Not to her face. Don't ever call it to her face.
Interesting.
Uh,
And you're gonna have this look across her face of, I've got something to hold over you, little shit.
he doesn't even, he's too, just going over his head. And Vilf and Radalac, we're gonna go, is that all you wanted to do, Xenora? You wanna sit and wait with Celicia?
Sorry. I'll sit with Celicia. Where she's carrying the eggs and everything like that.
She's kind of almost with child, so they're going. Yeah. She's gonna lay the eggs. So they're kind of rubbing her belly, kind of thing. Not yet ready to, because she's holding it. Sounds gross. She's holding it in to find a place, to get home.
So Sonora's gonna go, Mayor?
Oh yeah, yes.
And Sonora's gonna put a protective hand over and just say something silently to herself, like
Hopefully we will
I can
grow.
hear him, you can't. And yeah, she's gonna sit protect him.
All right. Bilfin and Rattleeye, you guys are coming in from the hunt. Slosh is carrying his boar. You're carrying your boars. And the other two are carrying all the other blood and everything they've collected as they've tried to kind of drain it. Slosh is telling you about the local area, so you will get to roll with advantage if you do travel from that. And he is also telling you about the fire that kills. And he has mentioned he's saying trolls will come at night. They will attack cages first. It's not the first time we've done this. So, be on watch as you are entering the camp. Is there anything you two want to talk about or do?
I think on the way back, Wilfin would just sort of it sort of turned to a red light and go, so you've hunted before, I take it?
Yeah, a little here and there. More raiding in my past life than hunting.
All right, that's what you're in with those other big hairy guys. This is kind of new to me, to be honest. I mean, I enjoy it and I'm pretty good at it, but I mean, I spent a lot. I mean, I'm a dwarf, so I spent a lot of time under a fucking mountain, mining and making jewelry and things like that. So, I got kind of bored, which is why I left. I just there's something called me to do something different. And I must say I'm enjoying it.
Do you not enjoy the company of your own people anymore?
It's not that. Like, it's kind of hard to explain. If you have a dream, you think about things at night, and you just feel like you need to do something different. Like you need to go somewhere and do stuff that's not what you normally do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that I didn't like where I was. I enjoy mining. I enjoy working with stone and metal. You've seen what I can do with a forge.
Yeah.
I'm good at it. My whole clan is good at it. My wife was better at it, but she understood when I said I had to go, and I just had to do something.
What happened to your wife, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I don't really know. She said she would wait, but I've been gone such a long time now. I'm not sure if she's still there. I don't know if I go back whether she'd be still there doing what she was doing, whether she'd wait. She said she would, and she understood that I had to do this. I had to travel and see the world and learn new things. I kind of miss my axe a little bit, but not as much as I thought, which is kind of funny for a dwarf. But yeah, I don't know. I often think about her and wonder if she still feels the same way. I mean, it's been a long time.
It's hard to be away from people you care about.
Aye, indeed. And as much, I know I come across as being a bit rough around the edges sometimes, but it's a bit. To be fair, it's a bit of a put on. I'm a wee teddy bear, to be fair.
Yeah, you are a bit of a softie, mate.
A little bit, just a little. Don't tell anyone, though.
Oh no.
Keep that to yourself. But yeah, I mean, I do miss her a lot. I think about her all the time. Kind of kind of hard to remember what she looks like sometimes. It's been so long. What I do remember though is her faded hair, all the way down the back. Beautiful.
Radlac reaches into his pack, and he doesn't say anything. He just grabs the mirror out and sort of holds it out to you.
Wilfred puts out a hand and just pushes it back towards you, and says, "Thanks, but that's for you to find your wee lad." And I meant what I said. I will help you, no matter what. We'll find him. We'll set him free. But you keep that. You'll need that. I know where she is. Possibly. I mean, I know where I can probably find her if I go home. I mean, someone will let me know. I think.
Maybe we can go see her. Get around a bit.
I mean, when we're finished here, I mean, like I said, if I live through this, whatever this is, I want to set up a forge, either in maybe Leilon or in Fandolin, and maybe send for her, which is what we sort of always wanted. Yeah. But we'll see. But right now I'm getting rather hungry. This boar is starting to smell pretty good, even though it's kind of bleeding all down my back, getting a bit sticky.
We'll get you home to her, but we'll eat first.
Hey, and drink. Don't forget the drink. I got some wine. We're good.
As you all meet up, they bring in the boar. The lizard folk, they seem, even though tribal, very familial. They are very friendly with each other. They're close. They make the fires. They all do everything together. They cook the boars. The smell of the roasted meat is just amazing. And they don't have drinks like you have. They just use plain water that they've boiled, and they try to feed the people in the cages. Mostly just a broth, though. They're trying to save their reserves for themselves. Anything y'all want to talk with each other as a group before we move to the lizard folk?
One thing Wilfred would do is, when they were butchering the boars, he would take two or three rib bones. He'd ask for them. He wouldn't just take them. He'd ask if he could have 2 or 3 rib bones and maybe a portion of the skull of one of the boar. Okay. I've got plans for those. And when Wilfred got his share of meat, he would actually walk over to the cages. He would have a piece for himself, obviously put it aside. But he would purposely go up to the loudmouth and just with a piece of meat and just hold it up to him, like just out of reach of the cage, just like, you're hungry. I bought some meat for you.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Here you go.
And he goes to reach for it.
The moment his hands come through the bar, Wilfred will grab him, pull him forward, and smash his face on the interior of the cage. Intending to break his nose.
Okay, and you probably do so. Make a strength check. I mean, I don't really need you to, but for flavor.
No, 17.
Yeah, it's fully broken. He's bleeding. He's crying out. The girl's a little startled, but she's just a bit wary because she doesn't know you.
I pass the meat through the bars to her directly and say, you can share it with him if you like. And then I sort of get close enough to him as he's sort of probably sitting in the bottom of the cage holding his face. And I just softly said to him, next time, keep your mouth shut. And things might work out a little differently for you.
He's too busy crying. Yep. He's too busy
He
crying.
chuckles to himself. He's like, soft, but not too soft.
But he walks back to the campfire and just sits down and eats.
Xenora is going to go and sit by Nate for a bit. Okay. So, you remember Leo? So, he was mentor to Celestia's mother.
Who?
Leo, Mental, remember?
No, I know who Leo is.
Celicia, the one with who's holding the eggs. The fat one.
You see her dividing pork over there. She, like, if you point, she'll wave, but if you don't, she just keeps going.
So, I've just been made godmother of her eggs. So, yeah, there's that. So we have to come back and say, we have to make sure that they're okay and they're safe, and we have to make sure that nothing happens to them, because those babies need to be looked after, because I'm their godmother now. What does that mean?
What does what mean?
Godmother?
I
And the head
don't
one.
think we have an equivalent for where we are. So you just get a kind of from that.
I think it means I've got to protect the babies. I'll take it as that. That's probably Signor Leo. That's nice. Oh. But
Well, maybe
I don't
you
think
can
Leo.
learn from each other.
Well, I don't think Leo would have picked someone who was not good. So I don't. He was my mentor for so long. Well,
I know. This is good.
yeah, yeah.
There's a reason for this, see?
No, don't say that. I don't think I'm that good.
I wasn't going to say that.
Yeah.
Just saying there's a reason this is happening, Z.
Oh. Fate.
And that's something that you will discover
Yeah.
with her.
I like
This
her.
is
Are you saying it loud enough so everyone can hear? Because you're all together.
She wouldn't be yelling it, but she wouldn't be like trying to.
just normal talking voice.
Just normal
So
talk.
Ema and the rest of them would be able to interject if they heard, yeah?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wilson probably would have piped in somewhere along there and said, "See, not everyone deserves a fireball. Just so you know."
And Xenora's just gonna. I like Celicia. The dwarf.
He'd give her a wink, like it's in jest.
The dwarf could probably use with a bath. She's smelling the pork coming off his.
It smells fucking great. I don't know what you're talking about.
So
Ema Geraldine comes up and rests its slimy like side. The ripples across your feet. Feels funny. If you're barefoot now, I don't know if you took your shoes off or not, but you think it's resting. Its eyes kind of go down. So
Yeah, Emma would have been barefoot after when he sat down.
it's cold and slimy, but you know, kind of nice. So,
Emma,
What exactly did you put on my feet? Sorry.
I put Geraldine's side, like the side that ripples, you know how the sides of a snail
Oh,
ripple?
yeah.
She's kind of parked herself on your feet.
Excellent.
Emma, do you think that the snail would mind if I pet it? Could you ask for me? Unless it's asleep. Is it asleep? I don't.
Kind of hard to tell, isn't it?
I mean, the eyes were out, and then now its eyes are in. Maybe that's like sleepy.
The leader, who you now know as Hussein, comes up and he's like, because the snail is as large, almost larger than you, Redolak. They're huge. You can ride if you like.
Ooh.
You can pet. Very dangerous, though. Do not get in a fight with one.
Hey.
It will rip your face off.
Ooh, that sounds bad. And it would just sort of
I
like.
like him. He's my kind of fella.
Just like sort of like gently.
Its eyeballs stalks go up as it looks at you and kind of like leans forward like it's looking for food, for salad. It doesn't say anything. Slinks back down.
That's cool.
Emma's gonna say, and now, Geraldine, you wouldn't mind if my friend was to pet you, would you?
Okay.
Redlac, yeah, she's very kind. You're more than welcome to.
Cool. He's sort of like looking at his hands like gentle. Like,
Don't knock.
No.
No knocking on the snail.
As that is going on, you hear some stuff in the brush, and you hear a distant sound. And all the spears go up. Silesia's looking up. Hussein is stopping, and they're grabbing their spears. And he said, they smell blood. And you guys notice that the asshole is bleeding from his nose profusely.
Damn it.
We're gonna roll initiative.
Xenora would have already had her blade out and in front of Celicia at that point.
The moment the dude says they smell blood, Vilfin's gonna facepalm. Be like,
Shit.
and Vilfin will make a beeline for that cage and stand in front of that cage.
All right. Where are you guys all gonna stand? I'll put your peoples out so you guys can move them. If you
Peoples?
It's peoples, it's frogs. It's peoples.
1, 2, 3, 4. I think
Not people's lion.
Oh, sorry. I think I'm missing Emma. Okay, there. That's 5 of you. All right. I'll go to battle map.
So where is Celicia? I'm right in front of her.
Let me have a look. See, you will have it because you have befriended the lizard folk. You will have help on this battle. Celicia is going to be right by Emma. She is here.
So yeah, Xenora would
Oops.
probably come to there with her.
Move these
Ready to
two
protect her.
guys. So they are forming a circle around you with their spears. We're gonna switch the battle map, which I have, and I will get you guys initiatives.
While that's happening, Nate's gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't know what's coming out yet, right?
You hear it before
Yeah, okay.
you're gonna see it.
All right. Yep,
So,
all right.
but you do see them with spears. They haven't said anything in human. They're kind of in a fight or flight mode right now. So
Yep.
they haven't
gotcha.
let you know. So
Well, with that, Nat will get his sword and shield ready.
All right.
And he will yell to them. He will, in a loud voice, he will say to the party, "Protect at all costs."
You see 3 of these huge, large trolls come out of the swamp. And I'm going to get you guys initiatives real quick. Redlac.
Got a 13.
Nice. Dolphin.
22.
Nice. Emma.
9.
9. Xenora.
Dirty 20.
Ooh, nice. And Nat.
17.
Much better rolls this time. Vilfin, you are first to react. What do you want to do? Let's just do them.
So which of the cages has the bleeding fellow
This
in
guy
it?
over here.
Oh, there?
Yep.
Vilfin's first movement would be to put himself in front of the cage, between the creature and the cage.
All right.
And he will hold his hands out, say sort of mutter something under his breath, and fire 2 radiant sunbolts at the first creature, and the one in front of him there.
Go for it.
So it'll be this one here. Ooh, they're good rolls. What is my to hit? 6. So 24 and a dirty 20 to hit.
Nice.
The radiant sunbolts, slightly less damage than the thing. 7 plus 6, so 13 points of radiant damage.
All right.
Off the bat, and that would be pretty much him.
All right. Xenora, you are up.
Nora's gonna look at Celicia as a free action and go, fire, you said. Okay, and I'm gonna go back to where our bloody hope was. Probably around there. I want to be able to get, so I'm gonna use Burning Hands.
Yep.
I want to be able to get that cone. So that is a 15-foot cone
15
from
foot cone.
me. I'm going to do it at 3rd level.
So you'll hit these 2 on each side. Yep.
I won't be able to get all
You can
3.
get, if you get 1 square closer, you could.
Well, then I'll go in closer
yeah,
if I can.
just 1 square closer, and you can do
Yeah,
it.
I'll do that. Give me a sec. So 1 square closer. So here.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Give me a sec, and I will. It's a dex save of 14, and I'll do that.
Okay. Oh, that one failed. The 3. Oh. 1 save. So we'll say the 1 in the back saves, and the 2 fail.
All right, and that is 5, 10, 13 points of fire damage.
13. All right.
And since I will leave it at that.
All right. Nice. Nat, you're up.
Nat is going to hold his action from where he is standing because he wants to see where these creatures are going to move towards, and if they start moving towards the cage that is near him, that's when he's going to
I'm gonna hold.
kick in the gear.
Okay.
Yep.
So hold your action. Okay. So this troll is up next. He's gonna actually move to the closest thing, which is you. So if he moves forward, oh, I'm in the wrong thing. You want to take your action as he moves forward?
Sure.
Okay. So go ahead and do what you're gonna do first.
Just go. It's just a
Straight
out
up attack. Go for it.
Yep. That is a 20,
That's gonna hit. Yeah.
23 to hit.
Yep.
And the second attack is a nat 20.
Nice. Good job.
So I am going to use 2 divine smites, level
Okay.
1.
Okay.
What do you want me to roll first, the nat 20 or the...
Let's do your nat 20 damage. So it's your full
Okay.
damage plus whatever
Yep.
you're gonna roll.
Okay, so full damage with the longsword is 11 points straight up,
Okay.
plus 9,
Okay.
and the divine smite is just the 2d8, correct?
Yeah.
9 radiant damage.
Nice. And then your second attack and your divine smite.
Yep. Second attack is 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
Oh, not so good. 2 radiant damage.
It's okay. Still good against him. And I'm assuming you're gonna stay put.
Yes.
All right. Good job on that. He is feeling it. The lizard folk are watching all of this. They're going to be last because I don't have a minute. So Radlac, you're up.
So, Radlac's gonna run up past Nate and like sort of just elbow him in the shoulder. He's like, "We got this, brother." And he's gonna run up to the one in the middle. He's going to rage.
Okay.
So I will move my. It's hard to see.
Move your guy. You want me to move your guy close? Okay. Yep. Got him.
Yeah, I can make it.
Yep.
Whoop.
There you go.
That'll do. That'll do, pig. So I will rage.
Okay. Go for it.
God, I keep getting that 7. So the movement thing again, the flowers.
Yeah.
Into the flowers.
How long? Because that's difficult terrain for all of them, though, I think. So. Shut up, AJ.
19.
19 hits.
For 12 points of slashing damage.
12 points. All right.
And a 24 for 9 points of slashing damage.
9. All right. I forgot. Is that all you were gonna do for now? Yep.
Yep, and the flowery vine things.
Flower vines
15
start to
feet
sprout
around.
from where you are, which probably will engulf all of them. I forgot that as he moved in Xenithor, you start to see this black aura seeping out of him, and you're going to take. I forgot about his aura. 8 necrotic damage. So it's for you, Xenithor. This troll next to Radlac is gonna hit back with a multi-attack. It goes to bite you for 25 and then slashes each of its claws. One misses, and the other one, if I can move my dice out of the way, also misses. So his bite lands on your shoulder for 10 on you, Radlac, and you also, from this aura seeping out, take 7 necrotic damage. Ema, you are back by Geraldine. What would you like to do?
I'm going to retrieve my feet from out from underneath Geraldine.
Yes.
I'm going to move to there. And I am going to cast Healing Spirit onto the top of Redland.
Alright.
Because I sort of get hurt last.
Alright. Feel this fey creature above you, Radlac. What does he take for healing?
He's going to take 6 points of healing damage.
The damage of healing hits you, Radlac.
Boy, that's a bonus action, I believe. Yes, it is.
Yep.
Healing Spirit's a bonus action.
Yep.
Okay, then, from where I'm facing, the one that's in front of the other carriage is the one that someone's already attacked?
The one in front of Magic right here, yeah, has been attacked. This one, I believe, has not been attacked yet. Or, well, yeah, Vilfin, no. Yeah, Vilfin hit it.
Sweet. I'm going to break out my bell and toll the dead on the one that's below magic.
One's below Magic? Okay.
Yep. So he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, alright. He's not very wise. 10.
Sweet, he failed. So he's going to take 1d12 necrotic.
Ooh.
No, one to D12. That one. And he's going to take 2 necrotic damage.
All right. As you see this necrotic damage hit him, he doesn't seem to phase him whatsoever. So, something to that, Ema, if you're not sure. But is that all you want to do? Is that you're done?
I'm going to say, well, that didn't seem to do anything, but alright. And then I sit down and put my shoes on.
Alright, this rot troll's next. He's gonna multi-attack at Redleg as well, because he's right there. They're not very bright. 22 to hit. 10 and a 26. So 2 of those hit. So you get a claw attack of 14 and a bite attack of 9. And as he stands there, you feel this necrotic, dark black stuff seep into you, and you have 10 necrotic. I'm going to make a very large pool of dice roll for the lizards. So, and add that up. As they, Hussein yells from in the back at all of the small spearmen and this druid. They all raise their javelins except the druid, who lights up her hand in fire and aim for the one straight shot right here. And as they all hit, he's going to fall down with a blaze of fire as well, as she lets loose from her hand and start burning. He is down. Slosh is going to come in and move towards where magic is, to right about here. He's going to make an attack, which is going to miss as he tries to swing, and he's going to take that necrotic damage. So, we're back up with Vilfin. You have 1 down that you were aiming at. The cage is still protected. Radalek is by 1, and Magic's by the other. Sorry, Nat is by the other. What would you like to do?
Seeing Wilfin's gonna use all his movement to scoot round to this side of this dude, and I'm sort of arcing motion. I've got 40 feet of movement.
Yes.
So use the whole 40 feet to get into a flanking position.
All right.
Behind this dude.
Yep.
And is gonna pummel into his kidneys.
Go for it.
Double attack. 22 on the first.
Yes.
And a dirty 20 on the second.
All right. Yes, that is.
So that will be those ones. Plus 8. 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
13.
And he is going to spend a key point and go with stunning strike again. So a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Constitution. There's a 15.
That'll be a success.
Okay.
So it does not stun him. So that'll be Wilfin's turn.
All right. It is Xenora. You're up.
Okay. Xenora is going to, at 3rd level again. This time she's going to use Flaming Sphere, which is a 5-foot radius, but she doesn't want to hit Radalak at all.
Mm-hmm.
So she wants it on the one in front of Radalak.
Right.
And that is a dex save of 14.
Dex save. And he gets a 5.
Okay, and that's at... Yeah, let's go to the right level because I'm only doing it 3rd. Flaming Sphere, that is 3d6.
Ooh, nice.
That is 12 points of fire damage.
Okay.
So, and I will keep it there
Mm-hmm.
for now.
All right.
Yeah, because I think only as a bonus action can I move it.
Yeah, you can
So-
move it on your next turn. Yep. If you want, or leave it and fire it again. All
Pretty
right,
much.
Nat, you're up. What would you like to do?
You're muted, sir.
Yeah, I was like, you don't hear anything.
Sorry. So bonus action, I'm going to use Wrathful Smite,
Yep.
and then it's just straight 2 attacks in the one in front.
Okay, 2 attacks. Got it.
19 to hit
Yeah.
and 16.
19 and 16. They both hit.
Okay. I'll do. So that is 5 slashing on the first, 5 slashing again on the second. Wrathful Smite is a 1d6 of 2 psychic damage,
Nice. All right.
and the troll needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. 5.
Yay! Finally works. Yes, it is now frightened.
Okay.
And upon its turn, it can, because of my aura, it's got 0 movement, disadvantage on attacks and saving throws.
All right.
As an action, the creature can make a wisdom check. It's not a wisdom saving throw, it's an actual wisdom check
Okay.
against the spell to try and break it.
Okay. On its turn. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that it for you?
And that is all I can do.
All right. So it's turn now. He's gonna try and make a wisdom check. He's not smart, and he just doesn't understand. So he cannot move at all, but he can attack at disadvantage. I think yes.
Yes.
He's frightened.
All attacks are at disadvantage. Yes.
Although I don't feel if he's frightened, he can attack you. I feel like because if we're frightened, you have to move as far away as you can from that person
But
you're
because of
frightened
my
of.
They don't have-
aura,
Yeah, they don't have
because
to
of
move.
my aura, it can't move. It's
Yeah,
got 0
but I
movement.
feel like it wouldn't hit you that way because
Yeah.
it's
They can
frightened
attack
of
the
you.
object of their fear, but it's always at disadvantage. That's generally how it works. But it's up to you how you want to play it.
Yeah, up to you.
Well, I can try it. We'll try and see what he gets. How's that? We'll see what he gets.
I mean, at the end of the day, again, it's DM's discretion, however you want to play it.
Yeah.
He's gonna try and hit disadvantage. So one's a 10, because it's a multi-attack. One's a 19, and one is 26, and the other and a 19 again. So 2 hit. So you get 2 claw attacks. For 22 and 4. What's a high roll?
20, 22 and
So
4.
26 altogether on that one. And then you have this aura that seeps out as well, which is only a 2 on this one.
So total of 28.
Yeah, so the aura is going to hit Vilfin
Does that hit
as
me as
well.
well?
Yeah.
So
Everyone
how
in
much
5
is that?
feet.
2 damage?
2 damage. Woohoo! Woohoo! And slosh, poor slosh.
Ow! Son of a bitch! That hurt.
So Slosh yells, "Rot! Rot!" And it is Radalak's turn.
Okay, Radalak is going to take some attacks at the one in front of him.
And get 9 points of healing damage.
Oh, that was so close to being alright. 8
No,
Oh no.
at a 25.
25 hits. Don't forget your healing damage, though.
For 10 points of slashing damage. And what was the healing?
9 points of
9.
healing damage.
9.
And as my bonus action, I am going to use Hammering Horns, and he needs to make a strength saving throw, which I feel like he'd be good at, but I thought I'd give it a go.
That's
Yeah,
good.
you never know.
22?
Yeah, he saves. He only needed a 14. I can push him away 10 feet.
Yeah, he takes your horns and he's like, Awesome.
That'll be me.
That's you? Oh, alright. He's going to try and hit back at you with his multi-attack as he tries to bite into you for 19, 23, and a 20. Okay, we'll add this up.
Yeah. So if it's not physical damage, let me know and I won't have
Okay.
it. I've been trying to work it out.
Alright, so I'll do the physical damage first so you can have it. So we've got 16 and 15 piercing and slashing. So have that. And it's 14 and 5 necrotic. And
Got
the aura of necrotic as well seeps out for 13. Alright. And Ema, you are standing there next to some javelin throwers. What would you like to do?
Who can I see that's hurt?
You see Redlack's hurt.
Yeah, Rattleaxe. Buggered.
Nat, Slash, and Vilfin are hurt, but Rattleaxe's looking pretty rough. He's really trying to fight here to stand.
Sweet. I am going to. I am going to move to there,
Alright.
and I am going to use Cure Wounds on Rattleaxe
Alright. You touch Rattleaxe
for 12 points of healing
and
damage.
give him 12. Alright.
So I can use a cantrip and a leveled spell at the same time.
Yeah, you can use a cantrip. It's a bonus action.
Yeah, as
Yes,
long as
that-
it's action, bonus action. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyone you can combo your bonus action with your action. Either way.
Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna touch him again and use Gift of the Shari
Nice.
and give him another 6 points of healing damage,
Alright.
and then return there.
Alright, as Ema does that, I'll make my roll. I've already pre-rolled the combined roll. Some of them are gonna miss. Hussein's coming forward further. They're making a dent towards the one that is hurting Redalek. So I'm gonna move them accordingly as it is Vilfin's turn. And I'll do their damage.
Right.
Copy.
Vilfin is going to do something a little risque, but he's going to move to there, taking an attack of opportunity as he leaves
Alright.
the creature's range.
Let's see. He's gonna make a claw attack at you. 14. I don't know if
That'll
that's gonna
miss.
hit you, yeah. Alright.
And then, first thing he's going to do is 2 Radiant Sunbolts.
Nice.
24 and 11. So only
24.
one of those hits.
Yeah, 24.
So he'll take 9 points of radiant damage. But as a bonus action, he needs to make a dexterity saving throw
Alright. That is
as
a-
Vilfin's hands ignite and a cone of flame
That's a 10, so he'll
shoots
take it.
forward. That'll be a fail.
Yep.
So he is going to take 21 points of fire damage
Woo! This
as Vilfin hands
burns.
both light up and a cone of flames come shooting from his hands.
This troll is burnt. He falls down in a stink of black, just puddled ooze coming out of him as he's on fire. It smells disgusting. What else would you like? Is that it for you, I think? You get to stay
That's
there.
it.
Yep. Xenora, you see this happen as this ooze-like thing falls. There's one still standing.
And as a free action, Bilfin's just going to yell, "Kill it with fire!"
Celestia's like, whoosh.
Xenora, it's gonna. No point with the sphere with too many people close around. The sphere's gonna drop.
Yeah, the sphere was over. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's going to, as a bonus action, she's producing flame and then she's hurling it at the other one.
All right.
It's an 8. And that is, it's going to miss with an 11.
Oh, any bonus actions? No.
No, because I had to use my bonus action to create
yeah. Yeah, that's true. All right. So do you want to move or anything? You could.
I'm going to move, so I'm in between. Oh, wait. I can do that myself.
Yeah, you can do that now.
I'm going to move to about here. So that's where I'm going to move. That's my
Nat,
turn.
it is your turn, Nat. What would you like to do?
Nat's just gonna swing again. 2 swings.
All right.
23 to hit
That hits.
and 16.
16 hits.
Okay. How can I determine how badly hurt it is at the moment?
It is right in front of you. It has a lot of ooze seeping out from it. It does look damaged.
Okay. With both hits, then I'm going to use 2 second level divine smites.
Okay.
So the slashing damage, 11 slashing damage on the first,
Yep.
and 10 slashing damage on the second. Because I'm doing divine smite at second level,
Add
that's
a D8. Yep.
3d8. Yep.
Just make sure you mark off your spell slots.
Yes, I have been.
Okay, cool.
That's 11 radiant for the first,
All right. You need 16.
and 8, 10 for the second.
10. Nice. It is very, very hurt. It is pretty dumb. So it's going to try to move away is what I'm thinking. He's trying to save his skin. So Slosh and you get an attack of opportunity. So you take that. Nat. Oh, how long does the frighten last? Is it your turn? I can make a save.
Okay, so
I'll make a save. 18?
actually no, the wrathful smite that I used, because I think we've covered this before. That what I'm unsure of is whether the frighten effect stays once the wrathful smite ends.
Does it specifically say that it ends on the spell?
I feel, if I remember from Zadriel, Wrathful Smite.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah, it must make a throw or be frightened of you until the spell ends.
So
yeah.
when you hit your weapon with Wrathful Smite, you're putting the Wrathful Smite on your weapon, and then you hit with it, and then you've used it, is what I'm thinking.
Yep.
Yeah. So you used it. So did you?
Yes. So then it'll be free to move if that is the case.
Okay.
Yep.
So you'll still get an attack of opportunity if you want to roll.
Yep.
Again, I think that one's a discretionary.
I mean, I think that's how we do it. With
Yeah, I know.
Zadriel.
It's just because
We'll look into it after.
it's
We'll look
actually
at-
hit the actual frighten effect.
We'll look
is
into it to
actually hit for the
clarify,
first
but
one.
I think you might be right.
Yeah, well, I'll have to make a list.
Plus, if I remember correctly, it was a concentration anyway, and with the damage, it would have lost the concentration.
Yep.
I think. Oh, that is a 25 to hit.
Yep.
The spell lasts for a minute, so it would still be up.
And it is 8 slashing damage. Sorry.
8. Alright, how do you want to kill this rat troll?
Nat after taking a fair whack of damage from the troll's attacks and then the necrotic, he's just looking straight at it, and with his long sword, he just thrusts it into the guts of the troll, and then just brings it straight across, cutting him in half.
All right. And as you cut him in half, this black ooze sloshes across the ground. And he is gone. You guys are out of initiative. The lizard folk come forward around you guys and start patting you on the shoulders. All of you. They pat all of you on the shoulders, kind of like in a huddle.
Xenora's gonna give her brother like a little tap, and she's going to give him, holy shit, I'm so happy about that. 16, 24, 28 points of healing.
Sorry, 20 what?
28 points of healing damage.
28.
Wow.
For 4th level.
Nice.
And
Which makes a big difference to Nat. It's not full health, but it's a hell of a lot better than where he was.
Radlack's gonna raise his sword. He's like, "We did it!" And then he's just gonna fall over.
Oh no, Radlack.
you'll get one last. You get one last heal from the healing spirit, Redlack, which will be 8 points of healing damage, and then it will fade.
The lizard folk say we could go camp at our home. Rockjaw's dead, or stay here.
I feel like we should stay here, but can we get everyone, 3 of them out of the cage? The one that's got a broken nose, even though I'm really in the first. He needs to sleep it off.
Get them all out, see.
Oh,
We'll let them all out. I think I'm pretty sure he'll behave
Yeah.
now. I'm not sure
Look,
he's going to be quite so.
Xenora's
agitated.
going to go.
Just for precautionary reasons, the guy did say that he has someone very important high up. Do we want that to bite us in the ass?
We bark.
Xenora's up and done heal, 1st level heal on him.
Hussein walks forward and says, "We bargain. We let out when you go to town. They go to town first. They come after us. You go with them. They might not come."
And
I think that's fair.
yep, and the idiot will actually get 4 points of healing.
The idiot.
They should be alright in cages tonight. Nat, we spend the night with these folk and we take them back in the morning.
Yes.
I think it's a fair trade.
Well, they did attack him first. I'm guessing it was the loudmouth that attacked first.
He does warrior's handshake with Vilfin again to seal the deal, and
Vilfin wouldn't agree on anything until the group does.
yeah, he holds it
He'd
out.
be looking at the group for confirmation that that's what we're going to do.
Radlack will just give the thumbs up from the ground.
So he's
I know
like,
you're not happy about it, but it's for their protection as well.
As you see, it sounds like these soldiers attacked them first. They're protecting themselves.
Yeah, maybe we can set up some sort of trade deal with the town. It could help both.
You're right. You look at
Yeah,
it.
just
Let's rest then.
Hey, we'll take them back in the morning, and then we'll.
In the morning,
discuss
we'll
trade.
take them. We'll follow whatever instruction is required, but we'll also discuss potential trade before we leave, because I think that would be important for us to show our new friends here that we are prepared to listen and that we can establish a friendship, if not eventually an alliance.
Well, I'm godmother, so that kind of helps.
Vilfin would turn
Sugar
back
out
to
Cilicia.
Hassan and just
Okay, so she's okay.
go, agreed, and then hold his hand out
And they
to
should.
take it.
He puts a vial with a red powder, and he holds it out to anyone who takes and says, "When you make good agreement, make fire, throw on fire. We come, we see."
Wilfin will take it and put it in his pack.
So they continue to get the camp ready for the morning. Celicia does request the female be let out. So they do let the female out with 2 lizard folk kind of watching her. They do let them out to like go to the bathroom, do things like that, and then put them back in. They see the spears. They don't really want to have a fight with all the trolls they've seen tonight and everything in the middle of the night. They're not dumb. They're patrolmen, so they know better.
Yeah. So Nat will go to both cages and will say, "You just have to spend the night here in the cages. We'll get once we get the lizard folk to wherever they need to be, you will then be released and we can go back." That is the deal that was struck. That is what we are bound to hold up.
Private does that.
I'm sorry, but it is what it is.
Nods.
You're alive. I think you can deal with it.
He says, "Thank you. I need to get back to my girl, Beltora. So, thank you."
You're welcome.
And they sit the night. As you guys take your camping, is there any last things you want to do before you have your long rest for the night? The lizard folk are going to keep watch.
Xenora's going to make sure Celicia is still okay and she's not ready to release the eggs yet.
Yep. She is doing well.
And
Ema?
Wilfin's going to spend a couple of hours. Sorry, Emma. Go.
Emma's going to sit and read all the literature that he got from whatever her name was, Merryweather?
Marigold. Brightshine.
Marigold.
Yes.
Yeah, confusing games, yeah?
I do have some information for you for that, which I will send to you. Yes. We will RP next time, yes. Anything else you want to do?
That's all, and then I will do that while leaning against Geraldine's shell.
All right. Geraldine's taking a liking to you. She's kind of like got her eye stalks out, looking around. Wilfin, you were going to say?
Wilfin's going to spend a couple of hours before turning in carving a piece of bone that he'd taken from the boar. And if he can catch Emma before Emma goes to sleep, he's going to just wander up to Emma and just say, "Emma, I got something for you. Yeah. Hold out your hand."
Emma holds out his hand.
And Wilfin will place a piece of bone into your hand that's been shaped, and it's not sharp, it's been smoothed off, but it's the shape of a star with a small circle encircling it as well, which you would know as the symbol of Mistra, carved in bone.
Emma's smile and go, "Wow, this is really impressive. Thank you very much."
It took a couple of hours, but if you turn it over and it's got Emma's name in common in the back, and it has some Dwarvish runes underneath as well. And Emma says, Wilfin say, "So obviously your name in common in your language as a human, but the Dwarvish runes there, that's your name in Dwarvish. It looks really, it suits you, it looks pretty."
Wow, that's really cool. At some point I have to get you to teach me some Dwarvish.
Hey, I'd be happy to.
Definitely one of the languages.
All you really need to know is grumble a lot and drink heaps, and you'll be good.
Ugh.
and really and don't like birds very much, and you'll be fine.
That'll take me some effort to learn that one, I think. Considering last time I had a drink.
But you start slow. I mean, you're a newbie, so you gotta start slow. You can't just go right into the whiskey. You gotta start with the beer and the mead first, and work your way up. But yeah, that's for you. Again, you're a valuable part of this team. I don't know if you realise that. You're a good tracker. You're mighty handy with that bow. Glad to be fighting beside you. And he'll extend an arm in the warrior's handshake.
And he will take it and probably screw it up.
And then Wilfin will find somewhere to lie down and catch some Zeds.
Radalac. What would you like to do before you turn in?
So Redlac will get up off the ground, sort of drag himself over to one of the cages and sort of put his back against it and light his pipe. And he'll grab a scrap of paper out of his bag, and it's got a number of lines on it. He crosses another one off. He's like, three more days. And he puts it away and just sort of sits there for a bit before he heads to bed.
3 more days. Nat, what are you doing?
Nat would like to go up to where Hussein is.
Mm-hmm.
And he walks up and he slowly removes his spear from his pack and puts it across his arms and says, "One warrior to another."
He looks...
and he offers it just as a gift and as a sign of friendship and token.
He says some words to his bodyguard, Slosh, and Slosh gets a very, very fine spear carved in the wood. Are fronds of all the different swamp leaves in great detail all along the shaft down, and presents it to you. Trade. Warrior to another.
You honor me. Thank you. And he will wait for the other one to take my gift first, and then I will just take mine, and I kind of not put it directly in the ground, but just sort of put it beside me, holding it, and just acknowledges, and then offers handshake.
And he extends the hand and says something in Draconic, and then says, "Friend."
Friend.
And that is where we will end our session. Thank you guys for joining. Lots of little juicy tidbits. I had the feels tonight. I thank you guys for tuning in and watching with us. And we're going to go around. Once I do, we'll just leave it on the battle map here and go down for our favorite moments. Vilfin, you look like you're at the top there, so what was yours?
Alrighty then. I think just for me the RP, just the general RP at the camp with the lizard folk and the hunt, the RP between Radalac and Vilfin, that whole general situation. I mean, none of us run into combat thinking, okay, it's lizard folk, we've got to kill them, they're bad, whatever. We sort of thought about it and made the decision. Well, Radalac made a decision. And we just sort of went with it, and it obviously worked out for the better. But yeah, I think all the RP tonight was just top notch. I mean, everyone did so well.
It was very good. Radalac, what did you like?
Probably Nate and Ema's sort of back and forth while they were on patrol, and I really I really like Geraldine. I love it when
That snail's awesome.
Drax is like, I'm gonna talk to this animal, come up with a voice, and you're like, I'm just like, yeah, that's the snail voice for sure.
I
Yeah.
should have
It's good.
known.
You did. Snail voice was awesome, though. You did so well with that.
Should have known. I should have had it prepared.
The moment you said that they were snails, and I saw the snails, all I could think is Gary from frickin'
I know.
SpongeBob.
I was so tempted to go meow. Nat. What did you like? Are you muted?
Oh, hello?
Nat, Drax,
Yep.
Magic.
Nat.
Nat,
There we go.
Magic.
It's a couple for me. First of all, the impatient of Radalac just going, I'm not waiting for you guys, I'm just doing this. And it's just kind of like, here we go again. But secondly, and I'm not surprised that this actually happened, Vilfin busting the guy's nose against the cage.
Oh, come on. He was pissing everybody off. It had to happen.
Well, I mean, luckily Nat didn't decide to roar.
Yeah, right.
I wanted him to do it. It was like, okay, well, maybe...
No, but he was the only one. If we did, it would have hit everybody in that cage. It's kind of like,
She would have
nah.
lost her shit.
He was being a dick. I mean, come on.
He was.
But,
Be fair, you choose who you roar at, though.
yeah, not if it's Daunton Raw.
Yeah.
It was funny, though.
But also, I just want to give a special shout out to Ema as well for. I think Ema was the standout for tonight.
100%. RP the night, definitely Drax and Emma.
I agree. Xenora, what was yours?
Like everyone else, I very much like the email conversations, wanting to know about languages and all that kind of stuff. I'm sitting there going, damn it, I was going to do that. I'll say shout out to the DM for throwing a wicked curveball of the bloody focus. And then making Xenora a godmother all of a sudden. I love that. And her response to that was, in my head, I'm going, oh, she's freaking out. She's flipping.
You know,
I know what wins.
You know when I thought of that? When Nat and Nemo were on patrol. I was like, I know what we can talk about.
Sometimes those moments, those ones that just come to you mid-game are the best moments ever.
I was like,
and the fact that we'd never agreed on what my mentor's name, and all of a sudden you're going, what was his name? And I'm like,
I know. I was like, I don't know either.
Let's go there. There was another point. I like the talking to the snail as well.
I do too.
And I like the fact that I was holding Ema's arm to make it so he didn't make so much noise.
Eva. What do you?
I agree with all the others. The RP tonight was amazing. Ema and Zen, Red Lake Vilpin, Xenora and Celicia. Vilpin taunting and beating up the loudmouth, and then that causing stuff with Shagger.
Like, God damn it.
Red Lake said at one stage soft, not too soft. That cracked me up.
That was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I just love the RP tonight.
It was. I agree. Everyone stood out. Ema, it was definitely Ema's night tonight. But I think all of you equally did good. Some that weren't mentioned were the gift from Vilfin. I really liked that, how it was detailed with Ema's and runes and everything. And the spear, I like the gesture there. And the trap. How you had a trap. And then you rolled that horrible roll. And I was like thinking of this pile of sticks. It's like, looks great. You know, I could just picture it. So I thought that was funny.
Hey, look good to Vilfin too. He knows nothing about traps. So good on you, mate.
I have to remember to go pick that up.
Remember next session we're going to go check it.
Oh god. Give me a sec. Let me write the note.
We're gonna say goodbye. Night, guys. Bye.
Ciao.